The overall national security interest at stake here. To that, we go to Kash Patel, the former chief of staff of the Department of Defense under President Trump. Kash, very good to have you. Just how big a threat is TikTok, the way you see it? Now, to hear the CEO tell it today, but it seems to be falling on deaf ears, and they got hours to go. China's role is distant, if there at all. Do you believe him?
It's great to be with you. Good afternoon. And no, I don't believe it for a second. You know, what that CEO could have done if he was making a truthful statement to Congress was the CCP has absolutely no affiliation to ByteDance and TikTok and has no ability to collect the data that is mined through the TikTok application. From a national security standpoint, back when I was Deputy Director of National Intelligence, our focus was on the intelligence and data collection apparatus of the CCP and how they were tunneling into American homes, literally, and devices. And TikTok, we found, was their largest method of data gathering for almost no money. And so for him to go and say that is a false reassurance, and he can't say that the CCP doesn't collect it. Because we went back, if you go wind the clock back, Neil, to 3 years or so ago, that's why we tried to stop TikTok. We tried to ban them. And there was a social and media outcry against it. But we were acting on the intelligence of the day, and that intelligence was true then, and it's true now.
All right, now the parent company is ByteDance, right? And that is under direct control of China. Now, they could separate, but that wouldn't mean anything because China could still be logging information on browsing history, location, all of that stuff. So he could say all he wants, but I mean, that is a rampant phenomena across a lot of high-tech companies, social media concerns. It gets a little bit more dangerous when it's China. Your thoughts?
No, absolutely, and you're spot on. I mean, you don't have to be a cyber intelligence expert to see the way the CCP has infiltrated our ecosystem. TikTok would literally have to build, and don't even look at it from a cyber infrastructure platform. They would literally have to build new bridges and tunnels across America to carry their information that is closed off from CCP access points. They don't want to spend the tens of billions of dollars to do that. And if they did that, they would actually be shut down. And that's not the option that the CEO is offering today. He's offering this head fake that says we'll allow a third party to come in and monitor it. That's meaningless. That doesn't mean China doesn't already have the backdoors in place. That's why we acted. They're already there. They can't shut them out, and they don't want to build a new ecosystem.
And it does show some matter of influence when China itself is aghast at the notion of spinning off TikTok from ByteDance or anyone else. So obviously they have some influence, just to say that. But I did want to get your take on the breakdown of ByteDance ownership, because I sometimes think that can give you an early indication of who's controlling what. Now, ByteDance, total investors, 60% are global investors. 20% we're told are employees, and another 20% Chinese entrepreneurs who founded the company to begin with. But a number of Chinese entrepreneurs, and virtually all of them in that country, are tied to the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP. So while they might not be directly involved in, CCP party activities, they are part of the very party that's in question here, fearfully calling the shots. What do you think of that?
Yeah. You're right. Look, the percentages to me from an intelligence standpoint don't matter. The CCP is never going to reveal their true partnership, and publicly we can't get into the details of it. But I can tell you China's methodology for intelligence collection across the board. They have CCP operatives disguised in publicly traded companies across mainland China and the world, funded by the CCP doing their bidding so they can collect intelligence against their adversaries like America. So whether it's 20% or 2%, they've established a pipeline and the funding line and the mechanisms needed to collect, not just against America, but against the other 80% of ownership that is out there on the ByteDance platform. So all over Europe, all over Asia. It's not just that they're collecting against American interests. I'm surprised our European counterparts and allies aren't having the same reaction that we are here in the United States. I think that's going to come next after this congressional hearing. Hopefully it raises awareness, but more importantly, TikTok needs to be banned, period.
Well, a number of those European allies, to your point, maybe because you've been anything but quiet on this, warning folks about it, they're reining in government use of TikTok. Of course, whether that extends to average citizens and whether legally it could is another matter, but we're following it closely. Cash, good catching up with you again.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.